Ladies and gentlemen, this is 2020 and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Costigan. Alfie says meow, 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 meow. So today on this episode, we'll be making minced turkey, mushroom, and mozzarella cheese stuffed burger. It's not going to be on a ridiculous size like sometimes I do. But you know what? It's still going to be quite the burger. So before stuffing the patty, one thing you should probably know is putting hot ingredients into raw meat is never really a great idea. But what I don't like is when I put mushrooms into something, because they release so much juice, it actually goes and drowns everything out. So what I'm doing before we go ahead and prep the patty, I'm pre-cooking mushrooms, just so we can get a nice little crisp on the edges, and then we're going to let it cool. So now that the mushrooms have cooled, and I've grabbed this turkey. Oh, my ball, my ball was moving. No, not that ball, you pervert, this ball. We're going to take this and we're going to stuff it with the chilled mushrooms. I've had these in the fridge for, about 15, 20 minutes, something along those lines. And literally, just whap them in there, like, get them out of the way. Somewhat spread them around with, just a wee bit of an edge where your meat can get together and actually do it. We're also using pizza mozzarella. The good shit, baby! I've already pre-chopped this stuff. It's ready to go. Yes, I saved a little chunk for myself for when I want a snacky wacky. But in the meantime, let's get these bad boys a little bit spread out. And here's the point that normally you'll see me wearing rings. I ain't wearing them, because this part, you gotta grab this meat. This meat. Yeah, and then you gotta slap that on top, okay? And once you've got that all slapped on top, you kind of spread it towards the edges and make yourself a seal. Just so that you end out getting all that turkey wrapped around your stuffing. Do I look cute playing with my meat, baby? Now that you've got all the edges sealed, you know that that's going to be goods to go. And if you haven't noticed, I saran wrapped my plate just so when it comes to the time to pan fry, I'm actually going to be able to just plop this right into the pan without having to deal with any sticky parts to the plate. I believe that looks like a pretty decently sealed patty. Once you're done pan frying this, and literally you're just searing the edges. You're going to sear the top, you're going to sear the bottom. Once it's kind of a little bit hard, you're going to maybe try to sear the edges. See what happens, if it happens right. But if it doesn't, shit happens. You stick it in the oven anyway, and you let the bastard cook. Once it's all cooked up, you cut your bread up. And remember, like in all of my videos, if you don't have sound effects while cooking, or drinks, which right now, I covered in turkey meat. I can't touch. But once I'm done washing my hands, you darn tootin' wootin', I'm going to be having a drink of my beer. But for now, I'll talk to you guys later. Damn, all of my hands are covered in turkey meat. I can't even turn off the phone. And these days, with the virus going on, I might create some kind of turkey flu. Here we are! Burger patty ready. There's nothing like stuffed meat. So we're gonna get her on. The pan's been heating. I'm going to take apart that saran wrap like I told you, which would make life easy to throw on that patty. Little bit of whoosh. Whoosh. One more for good measure. May as well. And a 1, and a 2, and a 4. Boom! She's in. Now, while I was cooking those mushrooms and then chilled them, I used garlic salt. I wrote it down because for some odd reason the writing never seems to stay on the package. Just go ahead and sprinkle some of that crap all over. Oh yeah, love it, love it, love it. Bam! Is that what they do? Is that cool thing that people do? Well, I don't do cool things. I do me things. And if you don't like it, well, you're not cool. So in the meantime, I'm not going to make you struggle. I'm not going to go down with all that crazy stuff, making you watch this burger patty cook. Now, because I'm not a douche like that, making you wait and watch this slowly cook. I'm going to take out my calabrese bread. This stuff. Nobody needs the packaging. Nobody needs the little clip that you need. All you need is the calabrese, baby. Go ahead. Grab yourself the calabrese. Try to cut her, just about as possibly thick as the center would be. They don't always cut straight, but hey, who gives a shit? You're making a burger. All that matters is the flavor that happens in the end. Boom. Now you got yourself half a bread. This piece didn't cut exactly center. So you know what you do with one of these? You've still got a beautiful bread, but you know what you do with one of these when they're not center? You grab it. You jump into your fridge. Which if your fridge is anything like mine, it's not all that organized. Take the patty. Oh, look at that. Hear that sizzle. Give it a flip. Boom. See how nice and sizzled that is? She's beautiful. Grab yourself a good lather of butter and just like soak that in there. Right now the oven is on at 425. This buttering was really just a waste of your time while I cook this burger patty. I don't think I'm going to be able to cook the edges too well, but if I do, I'll kind of sizzle it one way, sizzle it the other, on another edge. Boom! Now you've got your edges done. Again, to stick on with flavor. A little bit of pepper on your bread. A little bit of garlic salt. Flavor, flavor, baby! Because when it comes to flavor, who's got it? It's not the guy with a clock around his neck.
It's the guy who's cooking, baby.
Now, I'd like to take a brief moment to acknowledge our sponsor, Costigan's Barbershop. Because when you want your hair cut, you want it done with attention and detail, baby. And that's the only thing Costigan's Barbershop does. So now that I've got my rings back on, and I've spent, about 3 hours and 15 minutes cooking a burger / making a video, which, if you follow these instructions in this 30-minute video, you could probably cook this burger in 30 minutes. But hey, let's hope you had a giggle. In the meantime, while cooking my burger in the oven, which, look at it, oh my god, oh, it's so sensual, isn't it? That there is a sassy burger. But while I was cooking that in the oven, now I'm going to put this right back on the handle. Because for those of you that may be drinking while doing this video, the biggest killer is not thinking about it and going, "Ay-ah!" So you keep it on the handle. Here we go, my garlic and pepper bottom. Grab my burger. Oh, sassy. Oh shit, just grab the bugger. Throw that aside. Grab some 3G because I can't talk at this point because somebody's been putting alcohol in my drinks. Give it a good shake. Oh, you thought I was going to put it on the burger patty, didn't you? No, you don't do that. You put it on the bread. And do you know why you put it on the bread? Because if you put it on the patty, it's going to turn to all grease. And you don't really want all grease. What you really want... Now I know I'm head first in the fridge again, but it's extra cheese. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your Kraft Singles. Now I don't know if you guys know how this works, but it's very difficult. You know, you got to grab it and you got to fold it over and you got to go... And then you got to grab this one. Again, same deal. And go... But always a little too far ahead of time. There we go. We got the patty. We got the burger. Boom. Now, when you want to eat like a king, this is the way you eat. It's got to be the size of your face. And if it's not the size of your face, you're probably not doing it right. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Costigan, brought to you by Costigan's Barbershop, ladies and gentlemen.